Atwater Village is a Los Angeles community that lies between the Los Angeles River and the west city of Glendale to the north and east. Atwater Village is a community that attracts a lot of new homeowners and renters. They also keep residents that have lived here for generations. Atwater Village is one of the most diverse communities ethnically and economically. It is the most diverse community in Los Angeles. Atwater Village is a place for young professionals, working class, and artists. According to Malberg, Atwater Village property value remains relatively high with a low vacancy rate for both commercial and residential properties, and the crime rate is one of the lowest in the area. In the area, there are a lot of Spanish-style houses and bungalows that were built in the 1920s to the 1940s, many of which still remain their original details. According to S3 demographics, the people who live in the area code 90039 are 34.8% trendsetters. They are young and live life to the fullest. They are educated. Their income, it pays for upscale city living and entertainment. They spend their free time discovering local art, dining out, and exploring new hobbies. According to Simply Analytics, population in 2017 was reported to be 29,231. The male population in the area is about 50%. The US itself holds 49% of men. This shows us that 90039 has a higher percent than the US itself. Female population in the area is 49%, relatively close to the USA 50%. The language mostly spoken in this area is Spanish and English. At Atwater Village, the main race is 54% white and 40% Hispanic. We also have Asians, which is 20%, and blacks at 2%, living in the area code 90039. Atwater Village has a farmer's market every Sunday from 10 to 2 with all fresh organic foods. The vendors vary: farmers, producers, food vendors, and artisans. The market is held in the parking lot at Atwater Village, Wells Fargo. It is a small farmers market, but their regulars are mostly Eastside locals, and their produce is the best. They also carry a huge selection of fresh fruits and veggies. We see that the produce is organized in a farm table fashion. By shopping at a farmer's market, we are protecting our environment. Food in the U.S. travels on the average about 1,500 miles to get to our plate. All the shipping involved to get our food to our plate is using large amounts of fossil fuels. It also contributes to pollution and creates trash with the extra packaging. According to Queza, conventional agriculture also uses many more resources than sustainable agriculture that pollutes water, land, and air with toxic agricultural byproducts. Food at the farmer's market is transported shorter distances and is generally grown using methods that minimize impact on earth. Here is a perfect example of farmer's market and the impact it has on the community. Here we see a woman with a reusable bag. Throughout this whole section of farmer's market, we see that a lot of the people here use reusable bags. The EPA estimates only 2% of all plastic bags are recycled. The rest are stuck in landfills or floating around the oceans, often leaching toxins into the soil and water. Conclusion: farmers market is also a great way to connect with your community. Walking on a stroll outdoor with stalls of fresh produce on a sunny day is as relaxing as it sounds. Reuse, recycle is a simple solution to efficiently reducing excessive waste. At Atwater Village, we discovered that there are about 4 to 5 recycling centers in the area. Half of the area code makes an effort to recycle and cares. Based off our research, 72 to 100% make a conscious decision to recycle. At Atwater Village recycles very often, except for the midsection seen on this image. They only make 0 to 62% conscious decision to recycle, according to Simply Analytics. Atwater Village has a various amount of recycling centers. From South Coast Recycling, they recycle plastic, cans, glass, paper, and e-waste. In addition, they also have another recycling center called Safe Collection Center, which takes TVs, computers, and big bulky items. They also have pickup services. This zip code is quite interesting when it comes to recycling. Seems that half care and the other half are the opposite. In this part of the video, we see the bottom, the dinosaur's leg, which is the 0 to 62% consciousness decision that people do not make to recycle. So if you see the grounds, there's trash. This is like the not so pretty part of Atwater Village. Now we will see the better half that makes an effort to recycle and cares. As you see that all the houses have the trash cans necessary. But when you walk in the area code 90039, you will see that it is a pretty clean neighborhood. The houses there have all the needed colored trash cans, as I mentioned. The floors are clean. At Water Village, there is no fast fashion, but rather an emphasis on used clothing. You won't find any brand name fashion retailers. Instead, there are a couple of thrift stores and privately owned clothing lines. Used clothes is appealing to both low income and high income class. For the low/middle income, finding clothing at reasonable prices or low is a plus. For the high income class, finding clothing in thrift stores has become a way to express uniqueness and creativity. Los Angeles is considered a hub of creativity and expression. According to Brown, we want people to have the skills to upcycle and be creative, which hopefully will make them realize that for hardly any cash, they can have something completely original and stylish. Upcycle is all about transforming old clothing into something new. According to the EPA, 84% of unwanted clothes in the United States in 2012 went either to landfill or an incinerator. People have a duty now to recycle. 63 to 100% care for recycling. In conclusion, take care of your clothes. Store your summer and winter wardrobes. When the seasons change, upcycle what you know you can change and wear it again, and give the rest to charity. Water Village is a self-sustained community. They enjoy the use of their own post office, library, private schools, numerous religious institutes. They have a diverse of business community that provides a wide range of goods and services and jobs. We recommend people to go to the farmers market to help our environment handling waste management. Sellers at farmers market offer returnable or composable packaging and encourage customers to bring their own bag. As we saw in this video, most customers there had reusable bags. Another reason would be to support our farmers market. We are protecting our environment since food travels about 1,500 miles to get to us. All the shipping and extra packaging is using large amounts of fossil fuel, which contributes to pollution and creates trash with the extra packaging. And lastly, we would recommend, as seen in the diagram in this video, using vegware product with life cycle, a never-ending adventure. How it works, it would be vegware products are made from plants. Next, they would be binned with food waste after use. Following, taken by our collection service or their collection service. After that, it turns into compost or soil and biogas in 8 to 12 weeks. And finally, helps grow new plants to turn into products. This is a great idea to help conserve our planet and waste management. Farmers market help our waste management recycling by having biodegradable utensils like forks, spoons, plates. So our final recommendation would be that having farmers market is a great thing. So the more farmers market we have, the better for us and waste management. A recommendation for recycling centers would be To open more recycling centers, at least one every 2 miles. That way, there will be always a convenient location to drop off the recyclable waste and eventually become a standard habit in every household. Our second recommendation would be to inform those in the area who don't make an effort to recycle. A way by doing this is by sending out flyers or hosting an educational event that has to do with recycling centers and waste management. Finally, for fast fashion, we would recommend you to go into a thrift store, support your local thrift stores, and by doing so, you can get a vintage shirt or anything that's vintage and give it that unique touch made by you. By donating your clothes, we would prevent them from going into landfills. Finally, we recommend to take care of your clothes, store them during summer and winter, and bring them out when the season changes and upcycle.